right, welcome back to episode 62 of the Hops&Bops podcast. I am Tom.
I'm Joe.
I'm Mike.
And we are back. Yeah, I know, right?
What are we doing for 69?
Ooh, that's a good one. Sex Panther?
Yes.
We could figure something
Still
out.
Panther there?
We can do that. Anyway, today's episode we have Life in the City, an album by Turkuaz.
Yes.
And to pair with that, we have Evil Twin Brewery's Modern Hipster IPA. Joe, tell us a little bit about this beer.
Yeah. So I came across this beer. I was at a friend's house, Brittany and Ryan, and this was in the fridge. I wanted to try it. He offered it to me, and it's very good. It's just another solid IPA. And I know I wanted to revisit Evil Twin because our first outing.
Are those the pie ones?
Yeah, the ring and the orange. Yeah. So I figured go with the
orange soda one.
Yeah, we were on the boat. Yeah.
The orange soda one was okay.
That was okay, but I wanted to go with a solid IPA. Pretty cool label, little holographic pinwheel there.
Yes.
Right there in front of you. So Modern Hipster is IPA is double dry hopped with Galaxy, Motueka, and Sabro hops.
Motueka?
Sabre or Sabra?
Sabre hummus.
They got hummus in this?
Roasted red pepper.
From The Office. God damn it, guys. Never mind.
Oh,
I
Saber.
quit.
Saber.
Oh,
They call it Sabre.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Fuck both of you.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
it out.
So
Let's try it.
it is.
Oh, it's over here.
What is the percentage here? 7%.
Okay.
Oh, and this is distributed by our good friends at 12% in North Haven.
Yes.
Which is a cool little mention. So,
Yeah, we've done a fair bit of 12% stuff before,
yes.
and they have a lot of drinks if I remember correctly.
Fat Orange Cat, Evil Twin.
Well, yeah, I'm saying just
brew
that
some of
out of
their
Evil
own.
Twin, they have like their own like.
Oh, Evil Twin. Yeah, they have like hundreds of beers.
Yeah, I remember
On their
just looking
websites.
for some of their drinks
Crazy.
on their website. They didn't even have all of them.
Yep.
But
Okay.
Cheers.
Modern Hipster. Burfler.
Tom has no idea. We went to the casino last night.
oh, okay.
There was a game at the end of the night. I'm like, we're getting ready to go. Like, we're done. They're finishing their last drink. And there's a machine behind us just yelling, Buffalo! Every time.
Yeah.
So but it just became, over that hour we were sitting there, it just became,
Yeah.
Buffalo!
Yeah, that was like our calling, our call of the night.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
This is
Yeah, it's really
nice.
good. Yeah,
Wow.
very tasty. I've become a big fan of the double dry hopped. It has extra flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says a 3.97 out of 5 on Untapped.
Okay.
Yeah, a big fan of this beer. I've actually had it in the queue for a while.
Ooh, in
I've
the
been
QUE.
Yes, and I've been waiting a while to bring it to this year old.
Whip it out.
Yep.
It's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Very good. Tasty,
It's
right?
Very nice.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
What a quality beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never had this before. I've only had their sours. So to see that they have pretty quality other things in this field is pretty good.
Yes.
I'm
That
excited.
double dry hops gives like that kind of little bite to it.
Yeah.
It's good.
A little extra flavor in the end.
Oh yeah,
Very
a little
good.
bit of stank on there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is really nice. Wow.
Yeah. Speaking of stank,
Someone.
are we ready to move on to the album, or any
Ooh.
more to say about the beer?
No, I listen. It's pretty straightforward beer.
Yeah.
Like we've done a fair bit of these kind of IPAs on the
Yes,
show.
I know.
It's
yes.
but again, it's nothing insanely flashy. They don't put some kind of weird,
I would say it
Wild
doesn't have
thornberry
like any
fruit in
sort of
there.
crazy
Right.
X factor. Like its X factor is double dry hop that gives it that little bite kind of at the end.
Right.
But otherwise, it's like you said, pretty standard.
Yes, us as beer explorers, our job is to search and find the all types of different drinks. And
Yes.
while I think this kind is comparable to other things, that doesn't make it a bad drink. It's
No. Yeah. So speaking of stank,
we're always speaking about stank here at
Yes.
the Hops and Bops podcast.
this album, let me tell you,
Slaps.
slaps.
Mhm.
This
I got
album,
slapped by this album.
Yes.
Good.
It hurt.
So my friend Heather, who was here on the podcast, she always gives me a lot of new recommendations for music, and she was like, "Oh, you guys should do this, you should do that. Joe, check out this album by Turkuaz."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Okay, sounds good." And as soon as I threw it on, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Well, that first song just.
Yeah, the first song
Oh,
is
yeah.
great. Great groove. Okay, so the band is called Turkuaz.
Yes.
They're like a modern day like funk band.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They sound a lot like modern day
Like
Parliament.
Parliament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's like 9 members in the band.
Sounds like it, yeah.
And we are talking about their 2018 album. It's their 5th album.
Yep.
It's called Life in the City.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this is, I guess, their last album. They literally just broke up like a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
November 2nd.
my little backstory was my mom, who actually she showed me them before you even announced this was going to happen. They were doing some kind of show, and she showed me the live footage. They were doing a cover of a song. It was really cool. But she is friends or coworkers with one of the mothers of the horn players.
Okay.
I don't know which horn player it is.
Okay.
But we were in talks with possibly having him on the show, and as that was happening, they released the statement saying they're breaking up.
Yeah,
So,
November 2nd. Apparently, 2 of the members didn't sign the official statement, so
Oh.
that's not a good sign.
well, they're still holding on to the tradition, so they're still a
Maybe, I
band.
don't know.
Yeah. So that was too bad, but because I just got into them. I did actually listen through their entire discography after this album,
Okay.
and I'm pretty comfortable saying that this is my favorite album by them.
Okay.
I didn't really hear much else that was like, oh, this is cool too. This is it for me.
This is a great album.
Yeah,
Mhm.
great album. A lot of funk elements in there, a little bit of disco elements in there later on, a couple tracks. But man, this thing, the bass, the drums. I'm a huge fan of the female vocals on the album.
Yes.
I thought they were much better than the male vocals.
Yes. The songs that are female led are much stronger, I think, vocally than
Mhm.
the males.
I can
Yes.
agree with that.
And when the females do their little little accents in some songs too, I like that. But man, right from the drop, I mean, the title track "Life in the City," it kind of opens up with this distorted guitar.
Mhm.
You can kind of tell they're building up to it. Then another guitar comes in with the offbeat strums, and next thing you know, the drums, bass comes in, the whole band comes in, and it's just like a big fat groove. I love it.
Oh yeah.
A great way to open the album. And I didn't really know. I never heard of them. I don't really know what kind of music they played, but this hooked me right away. And sure enough, track after track after track, I was just hooked.
Yeah, I've never really listened to any of their other albums. I have been aware of some of their singles. I think it was Bubba Slide was the first song that I heard from them. But jumping into this album, there are other funk bands that I do enjoy, like the band Chromio. We did them for one of the Stocking Stuffer songs.
Yes.
They remind me a lot of
okay,
them,
yeah.
but it definitely sounds fuller and richer than
Yeah.
what they have.
More going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the fuzzy guitar, the really fat slappy bass, the big
Yeah.
horn
Yeah.
section, and everyone's really come together to have a lot of fun. I really characterize this as a fun album.
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned that because when I listened through this first time, I'm like, how could you not have fun like making this album? It
Yeah.
just sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Every song is fun.
Oh yeah, yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
First song is a great opener.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
really, almost
Great.
couldn't beat it. Like, you
Yeah.
open that way, and like the rest of the album was good, but that was just like
Yeah.
set the bar up here.
The only knock about this song is I thought it was a little too long. I thought it dragged a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Towards the end, it didn't really vary up too much. I love the groove, I love the tempo, but it did drag on in length a little bit. That's my only knock.
Yeah, that's one thing I can really knock for most of the album though, is that it's only 9 tracks, but it's still 43 minutes.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
pretty much every track is 4.5, 5.5 minutes.
Yeah.
So after a while, the songs, depending on the track, obviously,
Drag a bit.
start to get a little bit long in the tooth.
Then the next track, Super Static.
Mm-hmm.
This is just another solid, great funk song.
Classic, like funk
Yeah.
opening.
Right. I mean,
was drawn.
this is exactly what you would expect out of a modern day funk album.
Yeah.
It was kind of retrospective, yet added some new like electronic elements to it too.
Yeah.
I remember listening to this album during my like free time in the office one day, And again, first time through, listening to it then, track after track, I'm literally sitting there going like grooving. It was just so much fun.
And this one's more female driven, which made it a great song.
Yeah, I will agree that I did enjoy the females a bit more than the male vocals.
Yeah.
But
They've got to have like 4 or 5 different people that sing too. Like there's all different voices.
Yeah, well, so I think 9-piece. I think they met at Berkeley, and then they moved to
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where they put out their album.
Yep. But yeah, Super Static has a great bass line, great bass work. The drumming throughout, whoever this drummer is, great drummer. Great tone out of his drums too. Great fills, good creativity.
oh, for sure, yeah.
Big fan of that.
Almost sounds like there's an effect on a snare. Yeah.
This song, yeah, it's like the clap. It's like that
little,
classic clap.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Sounds a bit more like hand clappy almost.
Yeah,
But
I like
still
the,
good. They
Yeah,
did
no,
a good
yeah.
job. Yeah.
I like the little get up that they say in there. Yeah.
Get up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
they
good.
do have a bit more of synth and electronic feels into this track, and I think that's just the variation this song needed to kind of spark the really strong start to this album.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, especially this track. I did enjoy this one.
Yeah. Yep. Then next up was Make You Famous. I love this song.
Okay.
Pretty sure this is gonna be my favorite track on the album.
Okay.
Well, I know it, but I don't like to give it away early on.
No spoilers, please.
Yeah, I love this. The way it opens, it has that kind of messy bass line, and great. Which is ironic because this has a male vocal lead.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I just love the groove in it, and I love the chorus, and the female vocals go. They like say wait, stop, like during it.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that was
jumps.
yeah.
I love the horn layers.
Yes. Yep.
Kind of combined at the end. I thought that was a really cool addition. Everyone's really playing in sync on all of these tracks.
Yeah.
I think that's a
They're all
major
playing their
key.
parts.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it was just like
Yeah.
no one's overdoing it.
No,
No.
it has a great chorus. I love the like quarter note led hi hat in the kind of open during the chorus. It's great.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
No one's really overshining anyone else either. It's got this whole group feeling to it, which is it's really that's an important thing, especially on a funk album where
Yeah.
I mean obviously you got the solos and you want to have that person
Of course.
shine for a while. Are there really a lot of solos on this album?
There's
There's
some
some.
guitar.
There's a couple of guitar solos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which were
yeah.
good.
But agreed, nothing like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
it's too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Good job.
Yeah.
Plus, for such a big band, you know, it's cool to see them gel so easily. Lot of moving parts, lot of members.
And then
You said
move
there's
on.
9
Something like
Yeah.
that.
members. Wow.
Like
Especially to
that.
have that coordination too. That's insane.
Yeah, it's like I always compare it to Slipknot.
Mhm.
Same thing. They have
Oh, yeah.
9 guys.
That's true.
They're essentially like a freaking metal orchestra. Like when you think about it, like the way they put all that together.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not easy to make 9 guys work.
No.
You can't do 5.
Well, we were 6. What do you think we got to 5?
This is true. This is true. Somebody was too good for us. Mystery ESPN.
I did say, I do have live touring expertise.
Yes.
Yeah, I did mention that, so maybe that can get me a little extra cheddar.
I love it.
Live touring.
Cheddar.
We better be fucking having songs on Sports Center.
Yeah, right? Dream on there. Yeah.
One and Lonely was okay.
This was kind of a...
Yeah, I agree.
I thought it was kind
Yeah.
of a smooth, kind of chiller
Yeah.
song, slow tempo. Bass was good. Guitar work was good.
I hate to call it a filler, but
But
kind of just
It didn't really progress anywhere.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
mean it's pretty classic funk,
Mhm.
but yeah, it felt a bit spacier, like everyone's a bit more spread out.
Yeah.
in this.
I didn't really connect with the kind of offbeat drum pattern. It wasn't. He didn't put the snare on 2 and 4
Yeah.
every time. I don't know. I just thought it was too slow to do that, and it kind of
Mm-hmm.
felt kind of wobbly.
Mhm.
You know, didn't really do much for me. So
And then the question almost had the same feel musically, but vocally I preferred it because of the female vocals. I thought she did
I
a
love
really
the
good
question.
job.
This is another great song. This is another great one. I love the chorus. Like, it's easy to sing along to.
Yeah.
This one sounded like P-Funk to me, especially vocally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this one has a bit more of a shine for the vocalist.
Yeah, it's a little more like mainstream, like a little more poppy, like when you listen to it, like it's catchy.
Yeah. But the harmonies in the chorus really brought out the funk of it. Yeah.
I think it's just a bit more of a difficult and complex part for the singers. It's
as he does it. Yeah.
You know, I would say sign me up for the band.
His touring expertise.
I would say let me in the band, but I don't think it's gonna happen anymore. So it's pretty sad though. I do wish they made some more albums. I might do a bit more of a deep dive into their discography because they do have a fair bit more albums.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they have
you know, looking forward to more from them. You know,
I know. Like this was their latest. I just learned about them, and then
this is your fault, John.
And it's been 3 years.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, my mom says they were planning on doing a show on New Year's Eve in Hartford at the XL Center.
Oh, okay.
Or not XL, but Xfinity. So that was in the works, and then it just got
what happened?
Something happened. I don't know. So,
we'll blame COVID.
Yeah, you're a little late on that one.
Damn it, Brandon.
If I ever fall asleep, though,
are there any singles on this? I don't think so.
I didn't see it. You can't even.
There's
click.
no
There's
page.
no even page for it. Nothing. Way to pick an album that Wikipedia can't do for us, Joseph.
You know, we can't always pick the mainstream big albums. This is under the radar, and it needs to be out front. It's broken up.
Literally.
The next song opens, and it reminds me of Funky Town.
Yeah, this was the disco end. I didn't really dig it.
Oh, I disagree. This is one of my favorite songs.
You like this one? Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know why. Just something about the energy they all have here. Maybe it's just a bit higher, like BPM.
When the vocals start, it sounds like that Pink song. I'm coming up and
better get this party
started. Yeah.
I think you nailed that one, by the way.
You did.
I have my times. You know,
I'm called the Pink of your generation.
The songbird of our generation. I've been compared to Fergie and Jesus and Pink.
Fergie, Jesus, and Pink.
Yeah.
Pink and Jesus.
Pink and Jesus. Yeah.
Well, there we go. For some reason,
guitar solo in there, like.
Yeah.
Not a bad song.
For some reason, the only way I could find the lyrics of this is going on their Bandcamp page for each of the singles.
Bandcamp.
Gotta keep running away. Gotta keep on running away. I love this song. I don't know why. I was literally sitting there in the car, just like slapping my thighs together, like, yeah, I'm shaking in my shoes.
Slapping your thighs together?
Yeah. Not together like this, but like slapping with my hand. I like this song. Oh, I call that the Nutcracker Suite.
That's got to be a TikTok right there. The three of us slapping thighs.
No.
Hashtag slapping thighs.
This song's a thigh slapper. Yeah, it's that guitar solo, a little bit of. So anyway, Turkuaz. Ooh,
you're right.
Nice and red after that
man.
one.
Yeah.
She said.
All right, everyone calm down.
Moving right along.
I don't know, just something. Yeah, just the energy and the charisma they have on this. I like the. Everyone feels a lot more in sync on this one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go say a drummer.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
They have a great rhythm section.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic rhythm section.
And I like on the chorus where like the female vocals, you know, if I ever fall asleep, it's like kind of just scales up and down, really like interestingly like that.
A good chorus vocally too.
Yeah, exactly. This isn't the actual.
Everyone harmonizes together.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that is German. That is not what I want.
German.
I'm
German.
So I looked at the lyrics. And it's not what I was hoping for. Oh, here they are.
That's fantastic.
I'm not listening. They're just on one big page on their own website. There we go. And then I like the little riff on like that don't know if it's like a prayer or something. It's like if I ever fall asleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep or something.
Oh yeah.
They kind of make fun of that. If I ever fall
Yeah,
asleep.
right.
Metallica.
That was an Enter Sandman.
Hush, little baby.
Oh.
Say a word.
I don't know. I just say before bed when I was a kid. But they say like I pray this my soul stays out of reach, and if I die before I wake, that's one more soul the devil may take. I was like, oh shit.
Did you pray to Metallica when you were a kid?
I did, yes. To
Wow.
Lars.
In the name of James,
Lars.
Lars,
Kirk.
Kurt, and
Rob.
Kirk and Rob,
Dear Lars.
or
Cliff.
Cliff. Who's the other one? Who's the other bassist in between?
Dear
Jason.
Oh, Newstead. Yeah.
Newstead.
Yeah.
Dear Jesus, darkness imprisoning me, all that I see.
Quality. We're really so. What were we talking about?
Love me.
I
I mean,
actually really like
speaking
Lady
of-
Lovely.
Yes.
Oh, I love
That was
this
a great
song.
Yeah.
Dude, this is another one.
Those two back to back. They really
So okay,
listen.
Lady Lovely has these like Mario, like Pokemon, like
Yep.
sounds in it. Yeah. During
That was
I
really
love
good.
That wasn't bad, right?
That was really good. Going down the pipe.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the game sound. And that drum fill to open it. Oh my god.
This
Just
might be one of my
sick.
favorite songs.
It is.
It's
So
up
I'm
there.
gonna have a really hard time picking my
you
Sleepy Dark Horse.
I'm gonna have to pick a few on this one.
Yeah. Yeah. I am. I'm going to.
So
Yes.
my Sleepy Dark Horse album.
is everything except tracks 3 and 7. No, this is a great song. This is very fun.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Great horns. Again, I don't know what it is about those video game sounds. They're just fun. They're just funny.
That one wasn't as good as Mike's. So it's okay.
It's okay.
That's all right.
It's okay.
I've been practicing all this morning.
Am I going down tunnel? Ding.
Got some coins.
That's a good move. Yeah.
That's how I sleep in bed. You know, I do the little Mario jumping animation.
Yeah. Exactly. Aerial view look just like him.
Yeah, this one. You want to talk about stank? This
This is stank.
This is like a boys' freshman year locker room in high school. You know, they leave their gym clothes and
Yeah.
they don't wash them.
Jock straps hanging everywhere.
Oh yeah, dude.
Stank.
Yeah, this is like ground meat like stank.
Ground meat.
You never smelled someone's BO? It just smells like a little bit of like taco
Oh.
meat. It's awful. But in this case, it's good. Trust me, my analogy made sense there. But
This
no,
has
yeah.
a really great. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
No,
you
no,
off.
I was done.
Okay. So, great guitar solo towards the end of the song.
Hold on, I gotta re-listen to that. Cause...
Yep.
Oh, yes, I do remember this.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I would love to do
What would you love to do?
at one point with this podcast, as Mike tunes out over there?
No, I'm listening. I'm jamming to this album. It's great. Motherfucker. I can't jam to the album.
It's teleportive, you know, it really sets you into another.
I want to get to
What do
the
you
point where we can play the album on air, and we talk about it, almost like commentary, where the album plays and we talk over it.
I could look into some of YouTube's like copyright laws because there are people that do that.
Yeah.
So.
Don't talk to Marvin Gaye's estate.
Yeah.
We're not
Yes.
over it.
Been there.
Yep. Or
These kids are talking
MIA.
about sex.
It's true.
yeah, learn that with the Joe Show.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, Lady Lovely bomb track.
Mm-hmm.
Great song, great song. And then I also really love the next song too, Rule the World.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
Just like
Yep.
something, there's like that shaker thing that he's riding on. I don't know what it is. It's like maybe stacks symbols that it just gets me going. I just want to like jump around.
We're gonna have to clean this table.
Hey, jump around. Like it's great.
I thought this track was good. I thought this one got a little monotonous.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah. It's that vocal line.
It's just it doesn't. Yeah, there's really no differentiation like there. It's just kind of got a little bit.
Yeah.
It hit a peak and it just went. And after a while, I kind of zoned out.
Yeah. I mean, but what it does do, I think it does it well.
Yeah.
In like the style that it keeps going.
Again,
but
not a bad song. I just
Keeps
think
the
of
energy
like, all
up.
the other songs. Like I was like you, like yeah, this is great. I'm like loving it. And this one, I kind of like. I got there in the first minute, and then I kind of just like plateaued. And just kind of went with it. Not that it was bad. I didn't dislike it. I just
the female vocal again. I mean, she gets up there.
She shines.
Yeah.
If she can rule the world.
Yes. Because who runs the world? Girls.
Girls. Jinx. Can't talk to us. Say her name. Joe's out of the podcast. Goddamn. Oh wait, I just said you came back. You're back in.
Yeah, I've been talking about for months, but that was easy.
That's right. Fight the fire. Damn. No, Rule the World is pretty good though. Those 3 tracks like really sold the album for me because I was a little iffy going in.
Okay.
I think there are parts of funk that are almost novelty-esque for
like
me.
Cliche almost.
Yeah,
I get it.
Well, I mean, let's be realistic. This last song sounds like it's like a 70s sitcom opener.
Yes,
Wait,
I
which
can see
one?
that.
The
Fight the Fire.
Oh.
Like it opens up like I'm waiting for Laverne and Shirley like to run out of the building. Or shit. Like just that. Like
It's like MASH is opening.
Yeah, exactly.
I did think this was an interesting song because it didn't sound like anything else on the album.
No,
It was more like low key. It was subdued.
Yeah, this is the sexy
It was very
song.
smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do get the.
But like
I get the not a happy-go-lucky sitcom. It's almost like
it's like almost like a
like you said,
Frasier.
like MASH. Like
Yeah.
opener.
MASH,
like
yeah.
Match. Yeah.
That is it's the opener, right?
Or like
all right,
Columbo or something like.
if you turn on TV Land at
Was
like
it
6
Love
o'clock,
Island?
this is
the
the song on TV.
What was with the little dude?
Gilligan's Island.
the little dude.
What was he was in the white little tux.
Yeah. Fantasy Island.
Fantasy Island.
I got my island shows mixed up. Gilligan's Island. I get them mixed up. Oh god.
Oh god, that was fantastic.
The little guy on Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, what's his name? Wait, I need to know.
Was that Professor Junior?
Keep talking. I gotta look up this guy's name. Fantasy
Anyway.
Island.
Oh my god.
Fantasy.
We're not up on our fantasy
Gilligan's
Island.
Island. Yeah, Gilligan's Island.
Yeah. Island Boys.
Of all shows to fuck up.
Oh yeah, he was the one that
Lonely Island Boys.
he was
Lonely Fantasy Island.
he was the one that said the plane.
Yeah.
But what was his character's name?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, this is not where I expected us
Gilligan?
to go. He said
Gilligan.
The skipper.
GJ.
All
The
right.
skipper.
So anyway, we also haven't addressed the elephant in the room. What the hell does turquoise mean?
Didn't you say it was
It's
a rock?
such a weird
I
name.
thought it was a
that
rock.
was topaz. Tom said
Or
that.
turquoise. I don't know.
Turquoise and topaz together. Turquoise.
meaning. I don't know. Yeah, it's Turkish for turquoise.
Oh, duh. We're such idiots. How, we
The
should've
Turkish
known.
word for turquoise is
I'm
turquoise.
so glad we looked this up ahead of time.
Yeah. As we always
Our
do.
preparation is.
Yeah.
We've been drinking and golfing all day.
I've been drinking all weekend.
This is true.
I've been drinking
Yes.
since like Friday.
That would make it all weekend.
Been on a
But
bit
it's
of a
Monday.
This is true.
Wait, no, I was sick at school today. Sorry, I was sick.
Me
That's
too.
why. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's okay. School day's over. This don't matter.
that's true.
That's
Yeah.
true. You're up
So
for
yeah,
record.
turquoise. Life in the city.
I mean,
Solid album.
it makes sense as a closer for this track.
It does.
Like it kind of calms the energy down and
Yep.
coasts it out, but it was just a little underwhelming.
And again,
Yeah.
it drags a little bit.
Well, it's the longest
like-
song on the
yeah.
record
Right.
too. It's almost 6 minutes.
Yeah,
It
it was
gets a
not my
little-
The
favorite.
very end, there's a good sax solo.
Yep, good sax solo.
Mhm.
I'll give it that.
And then
Good sax
also at
solo.
the very, very end, I like how it
Every
fades
song.
out and then it fades back in real quick for like 1 second
diminuendo.
and it ends. Yeah, check that out. It's just a cool little effect.
Definitely not the worst track,
No,
but it's good.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
think any song is bad on this album.
Yeah, I don't-
it has a different
it's
energy.
tough. I'm not
Yeah.
really.
Because everything's kind of like upbeat and energetic, and they're all working together. This one's a bit more laid back and sexier.
Right.
So it's not bad, but it's just different.
Yeah.
I thought it was still decent, but it was just like that one red herring, in a good way.
Did you hear that little
Solid.
fade out? And
Oh,
fade
it's
in?
coming back.
Yeah.
It's coming back.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's almost like a Steely Dan-ish.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. Life in the City by Turkuaz.
I love it.
Yep.
Good shit.
I enjoyed it. I think there were parts of it, like I said before, there are little like tongue in cheek because I feel like funk is a style that some artists really only go to in terms of like a bit of influence on certain tracks. So a full album of funk, you're not gonna see it in the top 10 of streaming services, obviously. But what it does have, I think it is really interesting. In that, you know, they have these horns, the fuzzy guitars, those really fat slap at the bass sounds. Duo vocalists. Actually, I think there's a few female vocalists out there.
There's a few.
There's a few vocalists.
I would say there's
Well, yeah,
at
all
least
over the
4.
place.
I mean,
Yeah.
I heard 2 male, 2 female.
At least.
Different.
So the fact you can get everyone coordinated and together and sounding as tight as they do on this album is very impressive. So
Yeah.
good stuff to the band Turkuaz.
I bet this would have been great to see live. It would
That's-
have been like a great live band.
That's another thing I thought about too.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
out of the picture now.
Well,
For now.
a couple of the members are playing in this like super group kind of jam band thing down in Fairfield.
Oh, really?
At the warehouse, I think Fairfield Theater Company warehouse.
Okay.
They're like playing with other musicians for the night. It's like a one night thing. Yeah,
Huh.
looks kind of cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. Tracks.
Let's jump into some tracks.
Top
Joe,
track.
Joe, it was your album. You
Sure.
should start with your tracks.
Sounds good. I'm
tracks.
going with "Make You Famous."
Really?
I
Is it
love
number
that
one?
song. That's my
Okay.
number 1 song. I would have loved to have picked "Life in the City," the title track, but I just thought it dragged on a little too long, especially as an opener. It's not a knock; it's still a great song. But yeah, "Make You Famous." I love this song. It just, I don't know, it got the party started for me, and it kind of legitimized the album. Track 3. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm in it.
Track 3s. Yep.
Yeah.
I went with "If I Ever Fall Again" or "Fall Asleep." Excuse me. I like how, and I didn't mention this before, but I think this is the only track where the previous track kind of fades into it, or
Yes.
kind of builds up into
Yeah.
this track. So I feel like that added energy from the question,
Yeah.
which already is kind of an iffy song to begin with, really led well into this too.
Okay.
And you know, the energy, everyone is involved, so it's not just like people taking turns. I feel like everyone's kind of going at it together on this.
Did you also notice that the fade in was the same intro to "Life in the City"?
Oh no, I didn't.
The
notice
guitar
that.
riff?
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just a great track. Really gets my blood pumping.
Nice.
Cool.
I like the opener.
That's a good call. Yeah.
I just thought it was a great way to open the album. Album just came in strong, and that's what I liked about "Life in the City." Just bam, like it was just right there.
Yep.
Really set the tone for the entire album.
Yep. How about bottom track?
Bottom. Yeah, might be the One and Lonely. Just kind of,
Yeah.
More so not bad, but just not memorable.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
really all it was. It wasn't that it was a bad. I don't think there really was a bad track on the album.
Right.
I think it was just like one of the least memorable tracks.
Yep.
Kind of just didn't do anything for me.
Makes sense. Yep. I am going with the same thing, the One and Lonely. The kind of choppy drum beat, the slower tempo kind of lost it for me. Having after had a killer 1, 2, 3 punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I understand there's got to be ebbs and flows to every album. So, but yeah, it just didn't really do it for me.
Well, I guess we'll make it 3 for 3. I also went with the One and Lonely.
Yeah.
Just didn't really have that kind of stickiness and memorability that most of the other tracks had.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything you guys said about it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Sleepy Dark
Schlip?
Horse.
You want to do some schlippies? Ooh, I don't know. I think I'd probably have to go with Lady Lovely. Just had that nice groove going to it, and came right after my favorite track, so it really just kept the energy and the feeling up. It was a little bit slower too, but it just had a nice like head bobbing sound to it. I really enjoyed that, and again, they really are just in sync all over this album.
Yep.
2 for 2. That's my go-to. That was
Sure.
another. I thought a little Sleepy Dark Horse. I liked it.
Cool.
Solid song. I mean, didn't really see it coming later in the album, and just hit, and I loved it.
I guess you can say 3 for 3. But I have 3 sleeper tracks.
That's most of the album.
Hey!
Did I break the lens?
No.
Oh, damn it.
These have survived a lot.
Oh, okay.
No, okay, but Lady
No.
Lovely's one of them.
Yeah.
Love that song. I also really like The Question. I know, Tom, you weren't too keen on that one, but big fan. And then Rule the World, too. I thought that was a really cool song. Yeah, so I took away a lot of tracks on this. Like Life in the City, Super Static, too. Great songs. I really enjoyed this album a lot.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so thank you, Heather, for the recommendation.
Thank you, Heather.
Let's rate it.
Let's give it a hot rating.
Let's do this.
A hot, steamy
Holy
rating.
shit.
You know the rules. One bite. Everyone knows the rules.
I think we're going to 8.5.
8.5?
8.5.
great rating.
8.5 out of 10 bops.
Mm-hmm.
I must have listened to this easily 20 times.
Mm-hmm.
This is in the queue of like, let me just throw this on, if I want to be upbeat. It's 9 songs. It's relatively short. I mean, minute-wise, it's almost 44 minutes, but still, it's easy to get through. It's a fun album, and there's not, like we said, there's really not a down track on it.
No.
Not really a bad track. So
Definitely.
highly recommend it. 8.5 from me.
I'm going to give it probably about a 7.5, and
Okay.
here's why. I do love this album. I think it does have a lot of catchy qualities to it. I love the performances. They all have a lot of charisma and energy to them, and it's really sad to see them go so soon.
Mm-hmm.
But it came out... Well, it didn't come out, but I kind of discovered it at the same time as one of my favorite kind of funk-influenced albums of this year that came out, called the Silk Sonic. That came out this past week.
Yeah.
And I've just been listening to that an insane amount of times.
Yes.
So if it was given to me at a different time, I might bump it up to an 8 maybe. I might have to come back to this and re-listen later. But I did really enjoy this one. This one caught me by surprise. It kind of lined up perfectly with what my mom had shown me, and it's something you can play for the whole family. It's not very niche. I feel like a lot of people could get along with this.
Yep.
I gave it a 7 only because I felt like it was a great album. It was a good listen, and there wasn't really a bad track. I don't know. I guess I'm looking at it more from like a catchy, like I guess mainstream you could say standpoint. Like it didn't have that grab. Like I could listen to it through, but I found it was like fell in the background a lot of the time, and not in a bad way. But just like to be able to like, maybe I didn't listen to it enough to have that grasp like you had.
Yeah.
But like if you called out a song like an hour from now, like it would take me a second, or I'd have to re-listen to it to really hear that groove and be, oh yeah, that was a great song. Like it just didn't. It was great. It was good to listen to. There really wasn't a bad track. It just didn't stick like the entire as much as I expected. I don't know.
I can totally understand what you're saying from that too. I think it has a lot of like jam aspects to it.
Yeah.
It almost feels like they kind of just did it all as a group in one go and kind of improvised a fair bit of it. But in that aspect, still, it is enjoyable to listen
and
to.
Phenomenal musicians and like everything.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it does have those kind of feelings as well.
I feel the complete opposite. I think they really tamed themselves about the jamminess and everything. I think if they play these songs live, I think that's when you're going to start to get the 7, 8, 9, 12 minute jams. And I'm sure they improvised a good deal, but you could just hear how all their parts they're playing different notes and everything, and they just blend in together nicely. So I don't know. I'm giving them a prop. Yeah. I thought I love this album.
No, it was great.
I'm holding firm.
we're not trying to. We agree with you.
No, I know.
Someone needs to go home.
I do actually need to go home. It's time to go home. I'm exhausted, like a 4-day bender, including a podcast where there's drinking.
But before you go home, Joe, what do you feel about Modern Hipster IPA?
I also love this Modern Hipster. I'm gonna give this a 7.5. Very tasty, easy to drink. I feel like I can drink 2-3 of these and not get tired of the flavor. The can's really cool. I love the little holographic pinwheel design, and big fan of the double dry hop, little extra flavor in there. 7.5 hops.
Yeah,
For me.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with you. I'm gonna also give it a 7.5 day. It's a
Cool.
very 7.5 experience all
right,
around, which
nice.
is good. It's good.
That's
you like
a
that.
solid C plus.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Okay.
you know, I think its beauty is in its simplicity. I think
Yes.
you know it doesn't try to go off the wall too crazy for what it's doing, but what it does do, it does right. And you know, oh, thank you. Let me get one more sip just to get a full mouth feel because I finished this pretty quickly. Yep, you got those double dry hopped tastes in there.
Yeah.
It's something you can finish smoothly and not feel too bad about yourself.
Yes.
And I do enjoy that kind of quality in a beer. So, giving it a 7.5 with a 7.5 album. Good
Boom.
choices.
7. It was good.
Yeah.
I think it was just, I mean, it didn't have any crazy X factor. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't stand out, above anything else, but it was a good beer. I could drink it.
Mhm.
So I'm just 7 across the board right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. There you go.
And now this is your first album of two choices that you have
Yes.
selected. We should
How
probably
could we
mention
forget?
that.
So I have quite the habit of changing albums. Like, oh no, wait, no, I want to do this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Changing it up on the guys. So these came around, and this one, and then an album we're doing in 2 episodes. I was like, I know. I specifically said in the group text, I know my next 2 albums. To which Mike said, "Yeah, right. I'd like to see that happen." To which,
Like I see it.
yep. To which a bet came about. We're calling it a captain's bet. Mike bet me that if I was able to hold true to the 2 albums, that he would be taking a tequila shot, which we both hate tequila, so that was the wager of my choice. And then if I did change it before the recording, I would have to take the tequila shot.
Yes.
So this is the first of 2. We'll see what happens in a couple episodes.
You can still change it.
Yeah.
But in between is
Your episode.
my. Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
episode 60.
We should shout out who we talked about today.
We should. That's a great that's a great choice. So, Turkuaz.
Because we've been doing this now for over 60. I think we know our
over
routine.
60 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the band Turkuaz Band on Instagram, and then
turkuazband.com. Turkuaz.
Yep.
Band.
But unfortunately, like we said, they broke up. Oh, it looks like Dave followed up because you said not everyone
Yeah,
had
2
signed
guys
the thing.
didn't like.
Yeah. Well, I
Ooh.
think there's
Some
like a little
breaking news.
follow-up message here. We'll have to read that. It's way too long, and I didn't
They did not.
didn't prepare for that. So that'll
They did not post a TLDR.
Yeah, so
That'll
everyone
be a
just
TikTok.
yeah TLDR. Yeah, right. Yeah, bonus content. Turkuaz Band Instagram latest post. Go check that out. And then we have Evil Twin Brewing. They brew out of Two Roads sometimes too. Or no, they had a collab beer. It was like Evil.
Oh,
it was,
yeah.
Two Evil they call
Yes.
it. Yeah, Two Roads Evil Twin. But we have Evil Twin. They're out of New York. Evil Twin Brewing NYC on
Yes.
Instagram. And then their link tree in their bio has all their website and stuff like that. Like insane amount of beer, like we've said.
Oh yeah, like hundreds, which is it's way above any other brewery that has at least continuous drinks. Like,
Yes.
and some of them aren't even on their website.
Yes,
like this one. It's
exactly.
kind of insane. So
Yep.
Go check them out. They have quality drinks.
Yes. Now the next episode.
Yes, episode 63.
3.
I've been wanting to do this album for a while.
Yeah, you have.
Yes, you have.
And
Tell us all about it.
yeah, Mike Love and the Full Circle Band live in Hawaii.
At home.
It's at home. It's a long album. It's about 2 hours. You could take away from some of the chatter, but musically, fucking on spot. And just another one of those, like, if you've seen them live, it's a whole nother experience.
I can see
it's
that,
just so good.
Right.
Has become one of my favorite musicians and artists in the last year or so. Like, and I saw his live show over the summer. Just unbelievable.
Yeah, I wish I went to that show.
Yeah. But
Cool.
yeah, going with that, and then we've linked up some Mike's Harder lemonade to go with it. So we got a little Mike Love, Mike Harder, like
A little
just,
double mic on mic action.
Mike on Mike action.
Oh man,
I am aroused.
I am very aroused. Well,
Let's do it.
good deal.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. That was a great episode. Thank you out there for listening and watching. We've been the Hops and Bops podcast. Please check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. We're streaming on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and then check out the YouTube channel for the visual episodes. And so check us out. For Tom and Mike, I've been Joe. We'll see you next episode.
Peace.